All right, good morning. Back here working on Pro Gymnast some more. Off stream this weekend. I made some pretty good progress on the hair physics stuff. So let's look at it real quick, and then we can keep adding in some more to the rest of the game. So basically, let's see. Let me get Blender open. I gotta fix this thing so that it always opens where I want it. Anyway. BitGamey, it is that time again. What's up? How's it going? So, as I was saying off stream, I made some good progress on this hair stuff. I finally got all the parts worked out, I think. You know, and the basic sequence is you gotta get the hair in question back up in Blender. You gotta add more, additional bones. So in this case, this one has a couple back here, and then it has ones here for these pieces on the side. You gotta hook up the weights and everything, get that done. Then you come back into Unity. You update the slot for that hair with the new skin mesh data. Then you gotta let it know all the bones it has to keep that are unique to this piece of hair. Then I make a prefab that it says how to set up the hair, because the skeleton for the avatar gets generated at runtime, so you can't like put scripts on the bones ahead of time. So this is a little prefab that doesn't actually ever get instantiated. It's just a prefab in the project. It's got a little chunk of data on it that I can set here. Hair slot event right here. When the character's completed on that prefab, I want to call this function. It's a shame when people play this, they won't know how much time you spent on the hair. Yeah, well, hopefully it's sort of like the culmination of all these little details will make people feel like it's a high quality product, right? Yeah, so you got this prefab. This prefab says, okay, go find the dynamic hair root bone. And then there's 3 chains coming off of it. One on chain 1B is the name of the first node, chain 1L, chain 1R, and by the way, here is the data for that chain, which basically involves my physics settings. How strong are the springs? How much gravity have we got? How much inertia have we got, etc. And then that pretty much does it. I had to so yeah, what I did off stream was mostly all the piping, the infrastructure to make all that code talk to the right things. So now in theory, if we go look at this, you can see here we've got dynamic hair working. Oh yeah, the other thing I had to build was some colliders, because otherwise the hair would just go right through the body. So you can see I've added the ability to sort of put these little sphere colliders on various bones, and my hair system, just tries to stay outside of those spheres, which, it's not perfect, but works pretty well. And then, so now in theory, if I go like switch to a different hairstyle, it doesn't have it yet, those dynamic bones go away. And if I switch to the older one, first one I made here, we've got new dynamic bones for this one. So that's pretty cool. So basically now what we need to do is we need to go through and work out which ones of these actually need extra bones and stuff, and kind of finalize this hair list. So this one, F hair 1, this one I think is worth doing. I think the way it's built, it just can't stray too much. It can't move around too much, but giving it a little bit of motion seems like a good idea. So we can probably give that one a try. This one is the same way. This one doesn't need any. This one probably doesn't need any. Already did number 5. Number 6. This is a weird one because it's modeled already like curved around tight like that. So I probably won't do anything with this one, physics-wise. 7 already did, right? 7 already did. 11, which one was 11? Can't remember. This one doesn't need any. 13, I have to, 13 and 14 I have to remember what they are because for some reason they don't create meshes anymore when I make the little parts. Most of the male hairs probably won't need them, but this one, if I keep it, does. I mean, maybe a little on the side. Maybe a little on the back there. Nope. Yep. That one needs a little bit. Nope. 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 And yes, because I think this is the dreadlocks. That should be this. F hair 14 I think was the one I didn't really like very much. Alright. So let's make a list. I wonder which one we should try first. Let's see here. Okay, so like this one, right? Which I think is number 1 in the list. Yeah, this one definitely probably should have at least this longer side. That one doesn't need it. That one doesn't really need it. We already did this one. Yeah, that one, I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't know a good way to animate that one. Face buns, yes. We need these little dangly parts. Don't need this one. Yes on this. Oops. 14 should be the... Yeah, I think we're getting rid of this one. This, I'm just gonna cut this hair too, because this is just like, I got no solution for this. I mean, I guess I could look at how it's rigged, but oof, I'd have to break it up into pieces. Okay, and the rest of these are fine. I do want the main ponytail though. This one should do. Alright, so let's try F hair 1. So we should be able to go back in here to Blender, save this, and we're gonna open up our base model, which should no longer have any hair on it. Okay, cool. And then we're going to import an FBX, which should be this, hair number 1. There it is. Okay, so we can go to like the side view, rotate that 90, go to the top view, rotate that 180, and then we can go like this, scale it down. I think it was like 0.85-ish. And then let's get it placed on here. Still looks maybe a little big. This one. Oh wait, I don't think we want to see the ears poking through, do we? Probably not. Okay, there we go. That looks better already. Something like this, right? Okay. Yeah, something like this. It's interesting to see how much volume there is away from the skull on some of these. I'm just kind of guessing at how it should look. Okay, so in this case, like what am I going to do? Like 3 chains, one on the left, one on the right, and one in the back, I guess? I think so. So now what we would do is we would go like this, we would apply all of our transforms. Then we would go here and let's look at it from a side view. We copy over and get ourselves a starting bone like this. And I have to add this little extra one at the end, which for slightly unsatisfying reasons. But that's okay. Alright, so something like that. Let's grab this. Let's give these proper names. So this is going to be chain 1B. This has been my naming convention, so why not stick with it? Chain 2B. B for back. Chain 3B. Chain 4B. Okay. Then, nice, and that looks okay from this top, yep. Then we go here, and we grab another one. It starts here. Yeah. And this is just gonna go like this. Something like that. Okay, bone weights might be a little tricky on this one. This is gonna be... good morning, Clay, how's it going? So this is gonna be chain 1. This is the left side. Chain 2 left. Okay, chain 3 left. And chain 4 left. And then we grab all these. I don't even know if to select these to do this, but then I hit symmetrize and I get my right side ones. Okay, now the parents are just wrong on this. So this one, parent needs to be dynamic hair root. This one, dynamic hair root. And this one, dynamic hair root. Okay, so we're gonna save this as what is this? Female hair 1 skinned. Okay. All right, so now let's hide body here so I can just do some bone weights. So now we go here to object mode, weight paint. Okay, and we're going to go here. Oh, wait. Before I do this, we gotta tell this thing that it's actually skinned. So it's add the armature modifier, female armature. There we go. Now, yeah, now we go here, weight paint, and we gotta add weights. So we'll add head. And the weights for the head should be roughly like this, although maybe we could even do this prettier with a gradient. Essentially like that. Okay. Something like that. We may want to back off a little bit down here. Okay. Now let's add our back chain. So this is chain 1B. Chain 2B. If there's a way to do this faster. Chain 4B. Okay. Maybe I could reuse this layout for the next hair. Okay, then we're gonna have chain 1 left. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Chain 2 left. Chain 3 left. Chain 4 left. Chain 1 right. Chain 2 right. And chain 4 right. Okay. Cool. So now let's get this on the side here. So chain 1B, this is all going to be gradients, I think. So we're going to do radial gradient. And I got to be careful here I don't overweight it. Yeah. Okay. Something like that. Chain 2B, same thing, except down here. Chain 3, down here. And chain 4 just gets a few weights so that it can exist. Okay, now, how are we going to do these? I got to turn off, let's see. I go like this, view from the side here. Was there a option here about not painting through the model? Multi-paint. Ooh, maybe that's something I should be doing. Okay. These ones are gonna be a little tricky. So after resetting all the weights and everything, it will react to Unity's physics. Well, not exactly. I have my own little... This is not going to come as much of a surprise, but I have my own little simplified physics I created for the hair. I can show once we get this one back into Unity. I mean, I could probably actually use like rigid bodies and junk, but I'm not. I'm just using a simplified system. Okay, so chain 1 left, right? This one's gonna be radial. It's gonna be... Ugh, how am I gonna... See, this like, this gradient happens in screen space. As far as I could tell, that's the only way that it works. So, I guess here we go like this. We go like this. We're gonna say like, look, this is kind of the influence of... Not chain 4B, you guys. Chain 1L. Okay, so chain 1L, you get to... That's your kingdom right there. And I guess, yeah, it's got to come out to the front here too, because we need this little piece of hair to move a little bit. Although it doesn't need to move as much, so let's just get some weight on it like that. Okay, and then chain 2, you're this one. Okay, so you get some weight like that. Then 3, that's your domain right there. That-ish. And then 4, you just get a little bit. Okay, let's try that. So now we'll go to the other side. You get this zone here, along with a little bit off to the left. Like that. This one's here, like that. This one is here, like that. And this one just gets a little bit. Okay, let's see how close this is. So now if we go here to pose mode, let's check the back. Okay, look at that. We've got just kind of like a light... You know, in this one, actually, we could do a thing where we give a little more weight to the overall head so these don't move fully with the bones. It's just so we get like a light motion. Might make it easier to tune the physics, actually. Might try that. What about these here? So this one... Yeah, I mean, it needs to move like a really big chunk here, see? So that's not bad. Right? These ones we're going to have to tune so they don't move very much. We just need a little bit of motion. Okay. Alright. Alright, so let's say that that's good. Now what we do is we turn this back into an FBX. So we got to select the hair and the object mode, please. The hair and the armature. And we go File, Export, FBX. And we got to get all these settings right. I'm going to do, but you can't see them right now, but here, if I do it this, and then I do this, and then I do this, maybe? No? Oh well. So we're gonna do export mesh and armature. Z forward, Y up, but the armature's main axis is X. Is it X? Or is it negative X? I think it's negative X. Negative X and then Y, right? Let's double check this. I have to check this every time. What you do is you go to the UMA folder, you check the content creation document, you click Blender 2.8 and you look and see that it says forward axis is Z forward, Y up, and then the bone should be, oh, should be X, negative Y. I had it backwards. Okay, X, X, negative Y. Okay, and if I did all that right, then I can go to this folder here, which you can't see, but it's there, all right. I'm gonna save this overwrite fhair1 skinned.fbx. Okay, so we export that. That should take a second. Yeah, for some reason, the Blender FBX export settings don't stick, so I have to, if I've closed Blender and relaunched it, I have to go make sure I get all those checkboxes just right. Alright, so now that we're back in here, let's test my new, improved, faster version of doing this. So we go here to the existing hair_1, we find our slot, and we just update it by going like, we're gonna lock the, let's see, let's close this tab here. Okay, we're gonna lock the inspector, so we're looking at the slot. Then we go find our new one right here, fhair1 skinned, and we just grab this skin mesh render from the model in the project right to here, and it updates the mesh. But we gotta let it know about these extra bones we need. So for that, we still have to do a little moment here where we, let's not do it here. Let's, oh yeah, why not? Who cares? Okay, so we plop this into the scene for a second. Go find our extra bones. And multi-select doesn't seem to work on this, which is super annoying. So what I gotta do is I gotta go find my new bones I created. Here they are. All of these bones up to here, all of these and all these, and I gotta basically, you could drag them to here and it just makes it adds their name to this list here. Ooh, I wonder if that means actually, no, probably not. I can't drag directly on here because this is the wrong type. Yeah, so you just gotta, like, you know, just let it know about all the bones. So we're just gonna let it know about the bones. This is a scenario right here where, like, if this was my code underneath things, I would go change this right now so I could speed this up. And there probably is a way to speed this up that I don't know, but since I didn't make this thing and I haven't spent as much time learning it, I just gotta do what I know works. Okay, so something like that. So now in this list over here, we've got all of our bones needed. Okay. All right. Now, is that it? Okay, so that should mean I can delete this from the scene. And now if we pick hair 1 in the list, we're going to have... Go find hair and go get the top one in the list. Here, okay, no physics yet, don't freak out. But if we go look at the avatar live in the scene, deep in this hierarchy here, we should see, once I get past the neck and the head, I should see dynamic hair, and here's my bones. So that's like 90% of it. Now we just need to set some data. Okay. Okay. So, oh my god, are you kidding me? I have been fighting a frequent Unity crash that I don't know if it's this avatar system or just a Unity 2019.4 new asset pipeline bug or whatever. If I go look at the Unity log every time this crash happens, it's like the destructor on the inspector for one of these avatar types calls a function like asset, update the asset database, and somehow deeper in Unity after that it crashes. That's the upset you've ever seen me? Yeah, well, you know, I'm trying to keep the language PG on the stream, you know. So, all right, where were we? So an example of one that has hair like, or has dynamic hair like this. I need this little prefab, so I'm gonna copy this one. I'm gonna bring that over into the hair 1 folder. I'm gonna rename it to fhair1 dynamic hair. Now what does this thing do? This thing's, now I can go here to the hair 1 slot and say, you need an event when the character is created. You're gonna go look at this prefab and you're gonna call the function setup chain. Then we go look at this and we say, okay, this one's got 3 chains. It's got chain 1 back, chain 1 left, and chain 1 right. And then I gotta give it properties. Now this one I think we're gonna want new properties for. So if I go here, I've got these little data files here that are my properties for my physics hair. This one, thin part, is probably pretty close to what we want, so we're gonna duplicate that. What are we gonna call this? We're gonna call this like minor movement. Okay, so these ones, I think what we want is, yeah, this one we want less gravity. That's correct. We definitely don't want much inertia, and then you can probably crank these down so that none of them ever rotate more than like 30 degrees. So that's the max rotation angle per step in the chain. Curl strength. Not expecting much curl on these, so we can probably set that to 0 everywhere. And yeah, let's try kind of a stronger spring. Okay, that's close. Now what I do, now I have this like data that I can adjust, set up. I go to my prefab I was just making, and I'm gonna set all 3 of these to use the minor movement data. Now, the only kind of annoying thing about this is I can't easily just like tune the numbers in real time, which kind of stinks. I could probably do that, but I'd have to change the code a bit. It's not the end of the world. I guess I could do that, but let's have a look at it. Let's see if this did what we needed. Do we now have, if we go here and we pick hair, the first hair, this one. Okay. All right, you guys. We got very natural hair behavior. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, I think I know what the problem is. Yeah, actually, I just invented a new hairstyle. Wow. Okay, so I believe that's because a tiny particular aspect of this thing is that the first one, curl strength, always has to be 1. So that it lines up properly with the parent's orientation, if I remember correctly. So now, there we go. Okay, now we got some jittery movement happening. Yeah, look at that. So what is the deal there? I think it's kind of fighting the collision to not go into the body, but also Either the springs are too strong. Or it's not the rotation limits, I don't think. Because if we go look at it like this. Let's see. There. Like, what's going on there? Yeah. Okay. Let's try and figure out what's happening there. I think what we could do is we could say the minor movement ones, we can have more rotation at the edges. Like this one could be like 35, this one could be 45. We should also maybe back off on the strength of the springs here, and then we might need more iterations on the distance. I also might need to adjust that. I knew I had one other thing I was thinking about doing with this. Okay, that's getting closer. Except for when it does that. I believe the problem there is it's like it can't resolve with the collision. Oh, the song it was just playing? The song that was just playing was was this it? Yeah, it's called Rio. I'm listening to the Twitch Music copyright free playlist brought to you by Spotify. Yeah, so what's causing that oscillation there? But I think the problem is right now I have the hair absolutely wants to keep its length for each piece in the chain. And so I think it's getting in a situation where it's like, oh, I'm stuck in the collider, come out. No, but you have to be your full length. No, but I'm in the collider. And it kind of just like can't resolve. I think that's the problem. But first, since this is close, let's see what these settings look like in game. Because I mean, this moment here, of course, matters, but not nearly as much as what it looks like with some, you know, more extreme motion happening. So let's see. Yeah, so that's cool. See, there's not a lot of motion, but there is some there. See that? Shoo. Yeah, see, just a little bit to say like, yep, we know there's inertia happening here. I like that. I mean, I guess this hair doesn't make any physical sense. Like if your hair was that length and you just left it down and you were doing this, it would be, you know, moving a lot more. But if I only allow hairstyles where the hair's like tied up, it's a pretty small number, so this is the compromise, I think. Cool. Yeah, if we go look at it here, you can see it. Moving and reacting. Got a little flourish there. Cool. You like the bullet time mechanic? Thanks, yeah. The game's hard enough as it is, so why not give you some slow-mo? And I think since the last time you saw the game, I redid the trajectory preview to be those like yellow chevron looking things. Much more visible now. Okay, so I think we can call that okay, because that little wobble is not a result of the skinning or anything. It's a physics issue I'm going to have to maybe take a look at. So let's move on. Hair number 2. This one, very similar. I wonder if what I could do then is I can leave this skeleton. Is it just a time dot? It's basically time dot time scale. It's like I crank down the time scale. I put a vignette on the screen. And I also put a filter on the audio, so like the music gets muffled. All right, I think I'm gonna try transferring weights. Look at this. This is gonna be an adventure. We're gonna leave this hair in here for a second. And we're gonna go import FBX. We're gonna go get this new FBA hair 2, right? Which is this. We're gonna put this into place. What did we decide the scale was? I think it was like 0.85-ish. No, wait. I think it was like 0.9. Okay. Go look at this. Ooh, look at this. Almost looks like whoever made this started with the same base mesh. Okay, so roughly like this. Now let's get the bit right. So let's hide that hair, turn on the model again. Okay, so we're maybe a little high here, right? Ooh. Okay. Gotta have more volume than that. Really? Does this need to be moved over a bit? I think so. Something like that. Interesting, this is bunched up so much back here. What is that? Is that expecting to be more like that, you know? Maybe it is. Maybe this whole thing needs to be turned a little bit. Maybe that's what it's expecting. How does that look? It looks pretty close. I mean, it's kind of floating off the head quite a bit, but that's just the way it's going to be, right? Okay, so let's say that is the fit. Yeah. Now we're going to try... Maybe not. I thought I could reuse this rig, but... Nah. Alright, so let's get rid of old hair. And let's make some changes here. So we're gonna do, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do one less bone over here. Okay, just get a little motion on that side. And then this chain. We're gonna make it more like this front part, I guess. Oops. Something like that. And then what about the back? We don't need the back to move nearly as much. So we could just go like this. And say that is going to be enough. Each one of these spots right here is the points where a collision detection can occur. And so if I want one here, I got to add this extra bone so that I have this point. That's why I have this one here as well. Okay, so this is chain 1B, chain 2, those are all fine. This is chain 3L, 4L, but we need a 5L on this one. Okay, and then the other side should be fine because I just removed, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we can hide the model. Let's go like this, save as. This is hair 2 skinned. Okay, now we should be able to go like this. Set this to be, have an armature, female armature deformation, save that. And then we can go to weight paint on this mesh. And let's give ourselves a weight paint for the head. And then here we go again, chain 1B. Like a quick like duplicate or something. Maybe I could at least copy them. Whatever. It's relaxing. We'll just type in these things, you know? How many do I have back here? 3? 3. Chain 3B. Okay, then L. We had chain 1 left. We had chain 2 left. We had chain 3 left. We had chain 4 left. And we had chain 5 left. Yeah, maybe I went overboard on the left side, I don't know. And then we had chain 1 right. Chain 2 right. Not Kahin, chain. And chain 3 right. Okay. Alright, so let's do our standard business here. We go to head, go to gradient mode, linear gradient in this case. Go like that. Ooh, so pretty. Then chain 1B, you're going to be a radial. You are right here. So this is all your domain. Chain 2, you get this. And chain 3, you just get enough weight to exist. Okay. Now, go like this. Like this. And say chain 1 left. What's your deal? You're right here. You're kind of have an effect there. Actually, let me try something. If I undo this, and I hit multi-paint, and I bring this down a little bit in strength. Because I don't like that I'm hitting one of these nodes over here. Thinking, oh, I'm on the wrong bone. Damn it. When you control Z, sometimes it does more than just undo the painting. It also undoes the selection over here. Okay. Multi-paint. Turn the strength down. So I think really over here we don't want this bone to be able to like fully move this. We want just kind of some influence. And then as we go down the chain, we're going to get more and more influence. Like, yeah. And then 4, you like really have a lot to say. Okay. And then 5, just, you know, can handle that part there. Okay. Now I think if we go like this, chain 1 right, let's go back to weaker. And just kind of do this. And then this one can be a little bigger and a little more influence. And then 3 just gets to do that. Okay. This is probably not going to be amazing. It's something I wish I was a little better at. Go here. Pose mode. Okay, so how do we do on this? Okay, yes, I mean this hair is... It's like one big chunk, so it's a little tricky. What about like this though? This is the part we're going to worry about the most. We got nice soft kind of control over that. That's not bad. Maybe you could blend that even more. Okay, it's not bad. Go like this. Let's see, I have like a blur or something, right? Blur. Kind of blur these out a little bit. So here, let's actually like reduce the weight happening over here. Okay, something like that. Okay. Okay. Kind of smooth this out a little bit. Okay. Alright, so we save this. So now we go like this. We select this. We select the armature. File. Export. FBX. All my settings should be fine. I just need to make this the right file name, which is this. Export. Okay. Okay, that's exported. Now we come back here, and this is the sequence in time where we pray that Unity doesn't crash on us. Okay, hair 2 slot. We need to give it the new we need to give it the new data. So we go down here, we grab hair 2 skinned, and we give it this new skin mesh renderer. Thinks about that for a second. It likes that. And we put this here. We expand this out. And we go find our all of our bones here. Net, 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 and net, net, net. Okay. And then we just like drag them over. And every time we do it, the thing slides down a little, so you gotta scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Here we go. Here we go. I wonder if I just miss like one of these, what it does. I assume it would not include the ones after it, because the hierarchy would be screwed up. Okay, let's see. What did we get it all? We got this. We got chain back 1, 2, 3. We got left 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we missed 5. We missed 5. There we go. Now they're not in order. Isn't that annoying? Oh well. And then we got right 1, 2, 3. Okay. So if that's all correct, then we go like this. Then we're going to go to here. We're going to duplicate this prefab we made, bring it over into the hair 2 folder, rename it to hair 2. Okay. This slot, I'm going to that. Go to the events, give it an event, which is this, which is this function. Okay, now this thing, yeah, we have 3. We have chain back, we have chain left, we have chain right, and chain left. We're going to try using this thin part settings, the same one they use for the one that has the too long hair settings. Okay, now what's going to happen is this is right around crash time, so we're going to save project. Okay, and am I missing something? I guess let's find out. Here we go. Okay, didn't crash so far. That's good. Made it into here. Here's the one we made a second ago with our jiggle problem. Then we go here, and we select the second one, and everything is looking good except the normals are not good. And that long piece of hair is a little on the wavy side. Okay. Let's go fix the normals. So we go back here, we go to this mode, we say show us the normals. Shorter, please. Okay, and you can see, yeah, there's cases, like for example, see these two? Oops. These two faces here. Oops, where'd they go? How they don't have the blue line pointing out, and even like this triangle here doesn't have it pointing out. Going the wrong way, see, it's on the inside. Now luckily, Blender has a thing where I can select all and hit Shift N and say recalculate normals inside or outside. We want outside. And that usually does a pretty good job of working out based on, I guess, like the connectivity of all the faces. Look, we got a rogue one in there. Right there. Where's that? Is it that one? Do we have like a... Yeah, which triangle even is that? Oh, there's like a little degenerate triangle in here. Looks like. Ooh, how are we gonna... Where is it? Is it this? I think it's this. This probably wouldn't even be noticeable, but we're gonna go mesh, normals, flip. I don't even know if that should be flipped actually. Like that's a weird... Actually, I think it's supposed to be pointing in. It's hard to say. Let's try it like this. Okay, we're gonna save the Blender file. Then we're gonna have to grab this, file, export, FBX. All the file details should be correct. Degenerate triangle. Yeah, that's actually what you call it if you have a triangle with like no area, but still in the model. That one technically has area, but you know, whatever. Okay, so let's go back here. It agrees that file change, so now we just got to go to hair slot 2, go find our updated model right here, and say, here's your new mesh. Okay, I'm always scared after touching this stuff to hit play, because that seems to be when the explosion often happens. I think it might be if I have something specific selected in the hierarchy, but I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, look at that. The normals much better. The hair is a little on the sway side. But it's working. So that's cool. Alright. I think my main goal today is to get through as many of these, just doing the actual skinning and re-importing. And then we can tweak the variables a little bit as we go. So these ones I'm going to leave alone. What's 5? 5 already has one. Right. 6. What's 6? Right, 6 is that one. We're ignoring that one. 7 already has one. 11... 11. Can't remember what it. Oh, I think 11 is the really short hair. So it should be fine. Let's double check. Okay, so we do this. And we go open our base file. Okay. And then if we import FBX for female hair 11, I'm pretty sure this is going to be. Oh, it's this one. It's the space buns. We do need this one. Okay, so we gotta rotate that 90 degrees. Rotate 180 degrees. Tab, scaled 0.9. Zoom in. Place. Okay. So this, you can see, was kind of expecting to. Yeah. I don't mind if it, where I'm placing this here. Like if it's, you know, intersecting with the model here a little bit, that's okay, because I'm going to use my physics to fix that. This doesn't look right, though. Needs to be more centered. And what's the deal with the ears here? Are they supposed to be poking out right there? I think they are, right? This whole thing needs to scale in a little bit. Like, is this supposed to be like that? Seems a little high. Right here, yeah, that's not right. Okay. So what's the problem here? Huh. Is it supposed to be smaller? A tighter fit here? That's too small. One more like that. Ugh. Oh, wait a minute. We're off center here. I think this is supposed to be farther up the head, isn't it? Like, I've overcompensated here. It's supposed to be more like this. Right? That's closer. That's a lot closer. Okay. Now, let's just try to fine-tune the placement a little bit. I guess I just have to maybe manually. It just doesn't quite fit the ears because it was probably designed for a slightly different proportions. This is much closer though. Yeah. So I should be able to essentially like grab this point here, turn on smoothing. Active element, right? Why is the median point? There we go. Okay, I only want to move this, oops, a little bit. Okay. And we could try, like, Yeah. I don't want to move this too much. This is pretty close. Okay. So this we just need two chains on the side, one on each side. Okay. So let me save this file. Save as, which one was this? 11? Pretty sure this was 11. Oh, I can check by looking over here. Yeah, it was. Okay. Save as. So this is going to be female hair 11 skinned. Save. Alright. Now let's go to the armature. Grab ourselves a spot here. Right, like that. One, two, three. Small fourth one. Okay. Something like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. I could grab this whole thing, bring it in a little bit. Okay, so this is chain one left. Parent is supposed to be dynamic hair root. This is chain 2 left. Chain 3 left. Chain 4 left. Okay. Alright. Grab all these. Armature. Symmetrize. Alright. Now we should be able to hide the model. Save. Go to object mode here. Give this a armature modifier on the female armature. And now we can go to weight paint mode and start giving this some vertex groups. Head is the main one, and then we got chain 1 left. Okay. Chain 2 left. Chain 3 left. We had 4, right? Chain 4 left. Be sure. And then we do the same thing. Chain 1 right. Chain 2 right. Chain 3 right. I think there's a way I could do this where when I set up the armature, it could automatically give this mesh all the vertex groups, but then it would have all this whole thing. So I guess maybe that would still be faster than manually typing them in. Okay, right, because this was up to chain 4 left and right. Okay. Alright. Weight paint. Boom, boom. So this one should be pretty simple. We're going to go here and say the weight on the head is a linear gradient going like this, first of all, and then like this. Like that, and then we can make smaller ones here just to catch all this geometry over here. Okay. Then chain 1 left gets a radial gradient with slightly less strength, and that's gonna be here. That. Chain 2, which is this one, it's like that. Chain 3 is like that. And chain 4, it gets a little. There we go. So the other side, chain 1, like this. chain 2, a little stronger, chain 3, stronger, chain 4. There you go. Okay. Save. Now let's click on this and go pose mode and have a look. Okay. Cool. Cool. Now we should probably smooth these out a little bit. Yeah, but otherwise looking good. Alright, so we go back here. Weight paint. We're going to go to our blur brush. We're going to go here, and we're going to kind of blur this down here. We go here, we'll blur this up here and down here. Yeah, just nice little happy blur. Okay, give us a little, just smooth it out. Let's just smooth it out. There we go. I'm doing a lot, but whatever. Okay. Save. Is that it for this one? We should really quickly go here, go pose mode, grab the whole neck or whatever, like this. Come on. Just make sure, yeah, okay. Everything's coming with it. If I grab like one of the head bones, we're good. Okay. Object mode, select this, select the rig. File, export, FBX. This was hair 11, skinned. F hair 11, skinned. I have several copies of this file. Extra bones. Does that mean that the normals are crappy on this one? I bet they are. Let's have a look. Okay. Show me the normals, please. Let's see. Do you see any obvious? Yeah, we do. Shift N that. Okay, it's gonna be quite a bit better. Yeah, those inward facing ones there, that makes sense. That's the inside of the little hair buns. Okay, so now save this, and once again, we're gonna select this plus the armature, file, export, FBX to this. We only, oh, that's the problem. Only selected objects, please. And we want the this and this. Oh crap, okay. Z forward, Y up. And it was X negative Y. Let's go double check. Why did I lose my settings there? Did I close Blender at some point? Or because I opened a different file. Maybe it's a per file thing. Okay. X negative Y for the armature settings. Okay. Export. Cool. Let's go back to Unity. Alright, now, this was hair 11. Yes. So we gotta go here. We gotta lock this. We gotta go find our new hair 11, which is this one. We're gonna update the mesh in this avatar slot, like that. Then we gotta plop this in the scene temporarily and go find all of the bones. Neck, head. Here we go. Dot. Okay. Then we gotta say, you need to keep this bone, please. You need to keep this bone. And this one. And this one. And this one. I can't believe I can't multi-select this. Or say like, if I give you a transform, add it and all its children. But whatever. Okay. There we go. So now we're gonna uncheck this. Don't fuck. See? There it was. It's these dang hair slots. Okay. Question. How much work did I just lose? Find out. Sorry, Clay. You apparently typed too many things. Okay. Hair slot. Okay, all of our bones are in there, so that's good. So. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. 11. We want hair 11. Okay. They're all there. So that's good. Okay, so now we're going to do our thing. Where we... Let's see, which one's the closest to this? It's 7, I think. Just has the 2 chains. Yeah, let's try that one. So we're going to copy... We're going to duplicate that. Plop that into 11's folder. We're going to rename it 11. Okay. And so 11's deal is you got 2 chains and these are the data they should use. So now this slot, this is the scary part. I don't like touching these anymore because this seems to be where the crash likes to show up. This. Okay. Okay. File. Save project. Okay. Is that it? Let's find out. Okay, so which one was this? This was this. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I think I know the problem is. Yes. See this model right here? Look at this. Its rotation is currently negative 180 degrees and its scale is 0.1. You gotta go Object, Apply, All Transforms. Now we see that? All zeros and ones. Save. Select this, select this, select the armature. File, Export, FBX. We have all of our settings here, looks like it. Export. Okay. So this is probably going to be the last hair we get in today. Alright, so that exported. We come back here. Unity's going to say, I have to think about that. That's a good sign. Then we go to hair 11 slot. This is the scary part. We go find our new fixed thing, which was this. And we say this is your new skin mesh renderer data slot. Okay. Now let's select something else. Okay, file, save project. Run it again. Okay, boom, boom. Go to the hair. Go to space buns. Oh, really? What's wrong with this? Where are they? Is it just... Did it have a problem? No. Is the hair floating in space somewhere? What's the deal there? Let's go look. Okay, so if we go investigate this. Okay, all those bones are okay. What about these? Oh yeah, look, our like dynamic bone is like, they're all like really tiny here. What's going on? What's going on here? Yeah, the parents are set up right. Hmm. Armature looks okay. File, let's try this again here. File, export, FBX. Now maybe I had the scale set wrong. Highly possible. Okay. Export. I changed one drop down. Let's see if that makes a difference. Okay, back to Unity. I guess I could double check if this file, which is this one, looks okay here now in the... I mean, yeah. Okay, so get rid of this. Go back to the slot here and say yeah, you get the new updated mesh render data. Go. Okay. Click away from that. File. Save project. Save the scene. Let's see what we got now. Okay. There we go. There's like a weird thing there. I think it has to do with the bones freaking out and getting into place. But look at that, it looks nice. Looks way better with a little motion on the hair. Cool. Alright. So we made good progress today. We got this one working, we got this one working. We got this one working. And this one. Except for that little flicker problem, but I've got an idea of how I'm gonna fix that. Also, that hair looks a little weird. Maybe I should look at the UVs on it, but... Alright, I've got to go. It's pretty good progress. Next stream will be tomorrow night. So I can have a little bit longer stream, and I think we're gonna just kind of power through the rest of the hair. Unless I have some time randomly tonight to work on it off stream. Then pretty soon we can start moving on to different tasks and try and finish up this video game. Alright, so thanks for dropping by. Would normally want to try and do a raid or something, but I have got to go, so see you all tomorrow.